Hello, this is a video on how to program a new part on a BenPro G2 machine. This is attached to a VB300. Okay, you begin by pressing in the top left corner Part, New Part Wizard. You can create a copy of an existing part or create a blank part. Today we're going to create the blank part as highlighted. Go to Next. We can decide to program in inches or millimeters, and then you describe your material in terms of OD, wall thickness, and center line radius, this being a one stack machine, and then material. Press Next. Then you decide how many bends your part has. We're going to say 2, and whether you're going to program in YBC or XYZ. We're going to select YBC today. Part number required, we're just going to call it 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter. Description, we're just going to call it a tube. Enter. Then press Next. Here we have our part shape described in Y, B, and C. The center line radius is already filled in. Y is our distance to our first bend. We're going to give it a 10 inches. Enter. No B axis, and then the distance between our first and second bend will be 10 inches again. Enter. And then our last Y will be 10 inches again. We'll put a B-axis move in there of 90 degrees. And our first bend will be a 45, and our second bend will be a 90-degree bend, or whatever your tube is. You can now calculate your tube length at 37.069 inches. You can click Yes to apply this calculated tube length. Okay. Then you press Next to do your speeds. 10% is a good place to start out your speed so that your first part will run slow. You can then speed them up. We have our carriage boost speed at 98%. That's the standard number to start with. Timers refers to if you want to open against a timer as opposed to against limit switches. Holds are if you want to program any holds in there to look at your part or to change out tooling. Options are for early mandrel extract, late PDA, early PDA drop out, and then you can change up your orders for clamping and unclamping. Interferences are teach moves for special interference applications, and recaptures are if your tube is going to come out of the collet and then go back in again. Okay, now we'll go over to tools. And we have our clamp die length, which we'll say is 5 inches. And our pressure die front interference zone, which we'll say is 12 inches. And our front interference zone, that's basically your wiper die length. We'll give that an 8 inches. Our collet depth, that's the amount of engagement the tube has into the collet. We'll give that 1 inch. And our C-max angle, that is according to our tooling, which if our tooling can do 180 degrees, we'll leave it there at 180 degrees. Then we'll move on to load. This is our load position. We'll say we're going to load at 10 inches. So we'll get the tube nicely over the mandrel. Before we press start, the carriage will come up right behind the mandrel. Our Y load speed, 0 is default, that just means full speed. Park position is where it goes to between recaptures, and you have your other setups here for non-standard loads. And then you have unloads. Our unload position, we'll put it at 10 again. And default speeds, and if we want the arm to return, again, if you can set up your unload position according to what you like for your operator. to make it safe for him. Enables, this is what options you're going to use on the machine, a mandrel, collet, hitches, etc., and how you're going to cycle start. Spring back, this machine will do a spring back test, so you can automatically calculate spring backs and determine your material characteristics and what numbers you need to put in here to make the correct part shapes for your needs. Also, there's a page for notes, which is, you can type whatever you want to say about, be sure you have the correct collet. Then you save part and close. Now the machine is ready to run this part. Shown is a picture of it. If you go back into your part editor, go to your bend, go to display the tube, that will show you a picture of the tube that we are about to bend. Also, you can go to animate tube, which will watch the tube come and bend a 45, our B-axis 90-degree rotation downward, and then a 90-degree bend. Shown is the picture of the tube bent in this example. Thank you for watching this video.